So something else got leaked. But this got leaked maybe a month ago, maybe. And I was waiting for us to talk about it in more depth because I personally find this really interesting. And people don't really grasp what is being leaked here and what is being discussed here. And people just come up with like their own explanations like, oh, this is like this then. No. So, in the last month, a thing got leaked from the game files called Battlefield Pro. What Battlefield Pro, you might think, is? Well, from what it seems, it's some sort of subscription thing that will come, well, maybe will come, maybe. It's all leaks, we don't know. But they're definitely working on something that is called Battlefield Pro. And it's a subscription thing, it seems like from the data that they leaked. Now, you have a full price game, Battlefield game, right? And then you add a subscription thing called Battlefield Pro. So anyone that been playing Call of Duty, everyone's gonna be like, people that don't play other games, just play these two games, or they read about it and everything, they presume that's the way it is. So with people with limited knowledge, they think this is Call of Duty Black Cell with a Battlefield twist on it. From this, what it got leaked, this is not correct. This is not the way it is. Here's an example. In Call of Duty Black Cell, when a new season starts in Call of Duty, you can buy a thing called Call of Black Cell, right? And it costs $30. So every season you pay $30 to get the Battle Pass, some currency, skins, something else I don't remember. Oh, it's the Battle Pass tiers, and basically that's it. That's a one-time purchase for one season. $30, and you get like all stuff extra on top, right? With the Battle Pass. Like if you buy a normal Battle Pass, you get like the Battle Pass, right? But with Black Cell, you get a Battle Pass and you get loads of shit extra on top. One-time purchase. But what is being leaked here, let me just open that thing so I can just like look at it properly. Battlefield Pro is basically like Fortnite Crew. So Fortnite Crew has a subscription thing too. So I'm a Fortnite Crew subscriber since it came out, so 2+ years now. Fortnite Crew is basically a monthly subscription that gives you the battle passes, all the battle passes that are in the game. So you know you have your Fortnite normal battle pass, you have your OG, festival, all that kind of stuff. You get all the battle passes, right? You get a monthly skin, so every time you subscribe for that month, you get an exclusive skin. You get currency, and the longer you've been subscribed to, you get more skins, of course, for the next month. But you also get like styles for the previous skins that you already own, that's what it is. And you pay $10 a month. Now, it works great in Fortnite because Fortnite is a free-to-play game. And I'm a subscriber of that game because, like, listen, I don't really... Like, what's the point for me to buy, currency in the game that I play, free-to-play, if I can subscribe to the, like a normal any subscription, $10 a month, free-to-play game, get these skins, get the currency and everything, because I play Fortnite on a regular basis. For me, it makes sense. And it's a good deal, because it's actually a really good deal. And they're adding more perks as time goes on. So the subscription of Fortnite Crew that was like 2 years ago is so much different now than it was back then, because now it's a much better deal, because you have like 4 battle passes a month. You get skins and everything, your currency, and you get battle passes for other games Epic Games owns. Like you get the battle pass for Rocket League, so you technically you get battle passes for different games, and just $10 a month. So Black Cell from Call of Duty and
I like this concept, I like this thing, but at the same time, I kind of don't, because I'm one of those people who hates paying for shit that I'm never gonna use. So to me, this would be how. Okay, this is how it looks. Okay. Let's break this down.
Before I'm just gonna finish, so people understand why I'm even mentioning all this. What's the difference? So Battlefield Pro is like Fortnite Crew. So apparently, from these leaks, it says Battlefield Pro includes a battle pass, get all the perks and rewards from the battle pass, addition to extra exclusive content. Yep. 6 exclusive instant unlocks, instant access to Battlefield Pro exclusive cosmetics, so yeah, you get skins. 10% Battle Pass XP faster, you can finish the Battle Pass faster. Portal hosts a persistent server, that's actually interesting. So does it mean you won't be able to host a server unless you subscribe to Battlefield Pro? That's an interesting thing. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's a funny one. Of course, you get tier skips, exclusive bonus pads, so you get like another Battle Pass on top, I guess. Like it's like the same as Black Silver, I guess. Like you just get the extra skins on top. And you get some extra challenges to do, and which it says access to Battlefield Pro Challenged Vault, unlock exclusive cosmetics, blah blah blah. Okay, so yeah, okay, so you listen to the Pro radio station. Okay, I don't know what the hell that is. Was it like licensed music?
What is it? Two VTubers just fucking sitting there trying to be disc jockeys. Oh, here is the next hit that you selected, and we don't even
could
know
be
what
licensed music though. Fuck knows. Maybe licensed music in the game. I don't know. I mean, kind of cool, I guess.
Know.
I mean, hey, if I can blast, I don't know, let's say, Nicki Minaj, for example, while I'm in a tank, while I'm killing noobs. Let's go!
I will never be your fucking gunner.
No, you will be my fucking gunner. And I hope the server can hear that they hear Nicki Minaj in the background. It's like, oh shit, Lanky is coming. Let them know. Let them fucking know.
No, what would happen would be a bunch of transport helicopters coming over the hill, blaring "Fortunate Son."
Oh yeah, let's go. But I
mean, all right. I don't know how I really feel about this concept because again, because on one hand, it's a lot of shit that you're getting for $10 a month. I mean, if you
assuming this is $10.
Assuming that's what the price point is for it. I mean, even at $20, it still doesn't sound half bad for that price. I probably
for a month
wouldn't go for it. Yeah, for a month.
I think that's already too much. For a month.
Well, I mean, we pay monthly people buy monthly battle passes for $20 a pop. They don't fucking bat an eye at it. So asking $20 for a subscription isn't really that much more of a fucking stretch.
The reason I'm okay with $10 a month is because it's $10 a month. You know, it's some sort
because it's $10 a month, right? Well, we were fine with it when it was $5 a month. We were fine with it when it was $1 per microtransaction.
If it increases,
do you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah,
we've already been conditioned to be okay with this shit. It's just a matter of time before they go, here it is, $20 a month. Now, for the amount of shit that you're getting for that hypothetical $20 a month, I mean, server hosting, a cross-platform battle pass, cross-game battle passes and shit like that. All right, realistically speaking, that's not a bad deal because if you would try to break everything down per item, what their individual value would be if you were to try to buy it from the store, let's just say hypothetically, it's a $10 battle pass across 5 games alone. Let's say that $20 a month battle pass does come with 5 other battle passes for other games. Well, that's $50 right there that you're not paying for those 5 other battle passes. The question is whether you're going to use them or not in order to get that value out of them or not.
Realistically, I don't think there will be any battle passes in this Battlefield Pro thing because what games they have, like what games they have, what
right?
FIFA?
So, but again, that's why in a way it doesn't really make sense at a $20 price point. But it wouldn't surprise me if that's what it ended up being. The thing is they are going to have to make sure that they put enough shit out there to justify that. Because if I feel like a good majority of that shit that's on offer for $20 a month is something that I'm not going to use, I ain't going to pay it. I don't care if you block me out of server hosting. Server hosting isn't that damned important to me, but it is for other people. So if you're going to let that decision-making structure permeate in my head as somebody who doesn't really give a shit, imagine what that's going to do for somebody who does give a shit. So if you're going to do this subscription shit, my biggest suggestion would be is don't be a dick and lock server hosting behind it. That needs to be its own goddamned thing, period. I don't give a fuck what the spreadsheet says or what marketing says or what anybody in anything to do with monetization says. It needs to be its separate thing. Communities ebb and flow. You do not want to take and fucking ransom that shit and make people have to pay $20 a month for the other shit and not use the server hosting because it just happens to be the community's on break or there's nothing going on or what the fuck ever and there's no reason in order to host a fucking server right now, so nobody's going to do it. Does everybody get what I'm getting at, or am I just fucking crazy here?
No, I get it. But I still think $20 is too much.
I do too. But again, if they do come out with $20, it wouldn't surprise me, but they've got to make sure there's enough shit in it in order to justify it. $10 is the most reasonable thing in the world.
$10-$12 I think is the most reasonable for
$10 for the base shit, $15 tops with premium server hosting included. But notice I say premium server hosting.
As soon as you start adding tiers and everything like that, like, oh, this is the better pro or the premium pro. No. As you need to have one subscription. If you have a subscription, you have to have one subscription. $10-$12 a month, because listen, you don't have to be subscribed every month for it. Maybe you don't like the cosmetics that come in, in the next month, or whatever the case may be. You can skip 1 month, it's fine. Like, people do that in Fortnite. Like, if they don't like the skin or whatever, like, whatever, I'll skip 1 month and I'll subscribe the next month. It's a choice.
It's not gonna kill me.
Yeah. Also, funny enough, like, we talk about this, like, the subscription thing. Like, people will bitch, right? Oh, it's a full price game and you have a subscription on top. Okay, one, if it's all cosmetics, who gives a fucking fuck? Like, who gives a... I don't care.
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
fine.
as long as they're not hiding game modes and shit behind it,
Right.
It doesn't really matter. As long if you're not... If I pay $50, $60, $70, $80, whatever, and for a base game, I better get the base game. You better not hide Obliteration or some of these other game modes behind fucking subscriptions. That's just devious.
You know what's funny? Was a couple days ago, maybe. There was a leak saying that this year's Call of Duty kind of wants to experiment with that, locking like specific game modes under subscription after in that Black Cell thing or something like that. But funny enough, after people lost their shit reading that leak, Activision came out a day later saying, no, we don't do that. No.
We're not gonna do that.
That leak was on purpose.
Of course not.
That leak was on purpose. That was coordinated leak because they want to see what's the reaction.
Let's test the waters.
Yeah, that was on purpose. That was like, people don't really realize, like, leaks happen on purpose sometimes from the publisher, developers themselves, because they want to test the waters. That's a legitimate strategy that people, publishers and developers use to get feedback on something that is not released. So thank fuck Call of Duty community was loud enough to say no to this, and they're like, okay, we're not doing this. We're not even gonna. So that's already scrapped. Great. I'm pretty sure Battlefield is also, developers, they pay attention what's happening with other games. Battlefield Pro, if this is a real thing that is coming, they clearly look what Fortnite is doing, what Call of Duty is doing, and like, okay, what can we do in our own way? And also, I love the fact that they actually doing this. I'd rather have this, the monthly subscription thing, than Call of Duty Black Cell, for example. Like, oh, every season, pay one time for this season, you get all this stuff. No. The monthly subscription, that means they want this game to be alive as long as possible. Because if it's a monthly subscription, that means there's a sort of like idea that if they're doing a subscription, that means I can subscribe it as long as possible, and I know the content will be coming.
Incentive.
Yeah, so that means they want to keep this game alive as long as possible, and just that alone is a good sign that, hey, we want to keep this game as alive as possible. We're not doing one-time purchase for your, for subscription. This is a monthly subscription. That means as long as you're subscribed, we'll continue making content, which is fantastic.
Well, there's an asterisk on that, big ass asterisk, and the asterisk is, as long as people are subscribing at a rate where we are still making money.
Yeah.
Because once break even is hit, then decisions start getting made as far as scaling back to get back to profit making. But if those efforts to scale back don't bring the money making back, I'm sorry to say it, EA's not going to give a shit if 20,000 people are paying $20 a damned month or not. If they're not making money off of that, they're not going to do it anymore. It's just business 101. So I would say very cautiously to not think that just because people are going to pay a monthly stipend for something, it does not follow that thing is going to live on forever. It will help with longevity, yes. But at some point or another, attrition of the player base is going to hit, attrition of the paying player base is going to hit, and money is going to be lost. And they're not going to want to do it anymore. It's a fact.
I think it's because this is the Battlefield Pro subscription, this what they're working on, is designed for free-to-play players. So Battle Royale is coming, one way or another. That means loads of free-to-play players will check out the game. And that's the way to monetize them. Yeah, sure, you can sell skins and everything, but when you have them on a regular roll, you have some sort of income coming regardless. That's more than as. Honestly, there's a reason why loads of companies, not even in video games, just anything these days, why companies want to do a subscription, because it's a very predictable income.
It's a surefire. It's not even really income. It's a surefire way to just generate revenue. That's it. It's not even
on a regular
income.
basis. Yeah, on a regular basis.
Income is what you've got after your costs and everything are factored in. So it's just revenue that's coming in. There needs to be revenue being generated, and we get it. This is all the business side of it, and this is the boring side of it. And I'm sure the viewer retention right now is just going to fucking plummet, because it always does when we talk about this shit. But it is facts of the industry. If you spend $800 million to make a movie and the movie only makes $500 million, it doesn't matter how good the fucking movie is. In the business side of it, as far as the publishers and the producers are going to look at it, that is the $300 million net loss. They're not going to want to do that again. That's a failure. And I know a lot of people out there get that shit conflated wrongly. On the business side of it, it doesn't matter if the game is bad or good. If it sells, it's a success. If the game is narratively good, but it doesn't sell, the bean counters are going to look at that as a failure. And unfortunately, it's not the creatives that are making these decisions. It's the bean counters that are making these decisions. There are some studios out there where the bean counter and the creative are one and the same, and you can tell what those studios are. Rockstar being one of them. I'm pretty sure Rockstar does not give a flying fuck what half of their bureaucrats have to say about the budget and on shit. They want to make a product. They want to make art. They're going to cook. They don't give a damn. CD Projekt Red, very similar. They are very adamant about making a quality product for the most part. Now, granted, they got probably a little overzealous with Cyberpunk. Let's not forget that whole fiasco, but still.
Right, what do you mean? It got the best ongoing game reward at Game Awards, even though it's not a live service game. I hate Game Awards.
It was still a fucking veritable disaster at launch.
I hate Game Awards with passion, by the way.
But still. CD Projekt, there are companies out there that care about the product more so than the profit, and it's fine. Unfortunately, Electronic Arts is the opposite side of that spectrum. They really don't give a shit that much about making art. It's apparent. In the games that they promote and the games they care about, versus the games that they just say, all right, we'll publish you and we'll quietly say something about you and that's it. How many like really good indie titles has EA published that are arguably really great games, really good games that have not really gotten a whole lot of traction unless YouTubers picked it up and did the fucking advertising for EA?
Actually, they have what's it called? I forgot what's it called. EA.
They do an indie showcase. Here and there. But again, it's not like they put fucking marketing levels in it like they would Battlefield, Madden, or FIFA.
Not to those levels, but
let's
but to the last
because
5
those
years,
are the bread makers.
Yeah, for the last 7 years, they've been promoting a lot of indie games. They've been publishing a lot of indie games.
Right, again, and I'm not saying they're not, but what I'm saying is that the level that they're promoting these games, like an indie game is getting 5 seconds worth of attention versus, say, again, the Battlefield franchise or there are other major franchises that they release annually that are their breadwinners. The amount of advertising and shit that those games get in comparison, that's what I'm getting at. I'm not saying they don't promote. I'm just saying that the rate that they promote indie games is fucking minuscule compared to what they should be promoting is the art, the things that are going to break molds and make people want to come to your company more. They're not promoting. They're just saying, here's more for the trough. Eat up, piggies.
Actually, no, I'm just thinking about it. So, let's say Battlefield Pro, right? Not only you include, gameplay, stuff, right? Like, as in gameplay, as in cosmetics, all that kind of stuff, right? Like, just to enhance your game, right? What about just include, exclusive, content from developers, maybe explaining, hey, we decided to go with the skin, how we designed the skin, how like what was the idea behind it, all that kind of stuff. Like maybe just add something exclusive, for people to be invested in the character, whatever the case may be. Like just like something like that. That would be cool.
Yeah,
And
reasons for me to make it individual and make it feel like it's something that's mine and not just a copy, cut, paste like everybody else gets. I mean, yeah, I want that shit too.
yeah, so something like that will be really cool. But yeah, so yeah, Battlefield Pro. Apparently, that's a thing that is coming.
I just want to know if we're getting platoons back. This community
Yeah,
side of
yeah,
it.
they really need to have platoons in the game.
I really miss those tools. I miss having that stuff. I mean, I'm probably not going to use it as much now because I'm older, but, who's to say that, the younger generation isn't going to appreciate that shit?
But here you go. You get more emblems and more customization option by subscribing Battlefield Pro. You get more customization for your emblems or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
There's ways to monetize this without being too greedy, honestly.
There is. They just have to do the work and they have to look at it. They have to put their ear to the ground. They have to see what the community actually wants, what they're willing to pay for, and what is valuable to them. And I mean, it's not like we're not saying it. I mean, we are. We're saying it loud and clear. The question is whether they're going to listen and do anything, or if they're just going to go, I don't wanna, 'cause money.
I don't wanna.
It's hard, and can we just do like the bare minimum? I don't want that shit. This franchise doesn't need that shit anymore. It needs to just go big or just move on, is what I'm saying now. This needs to wow. This needs to blow the fucking lid off of everybody's skulls. It has to. If it doesn't, I don't know how we're going to be talking about the next iteration, because 2042 was supposed to do that, and it didn't. And now here we are, where it's a precipice where I feel like this is the last shot the franchise has to turn it around, and it needs to. And if it fumbles and it fails, we might not be talking about another one again. I fear that's what's coming.
So just to end on this Battlefield Pro talk, I just got a quick mention because I just remembered. So like I said, Epic Games has that, with Fortnite Crew, right? And funny enough, every time you buy something on Epic Games, on PC, like through their system, right? You get some sort of like cashback, basically. You get 5% back. Like, if you spend $10, you get like, I don't know, was it like 50 cents or some shit?
Perks.
Yeah. So you get 50 cents back, and you can accumulate all that money as you continue to spending, and you can just you get free money, basically. It's not free money, but
eventually at some point, if you buy enough, then you'll get enough in order to get something for free.
So that
was good incentive.
That was 5%. Yesterday, they announced they're increasing that from 5% to 20%.
No shit. So that means for every $5 that you fucking spend, you're gonna get like $1.25 back. That's pretty good. That's really good.
So I've been a subscriber for Fortnite Crew for like more than 2 years, and I already got some money back, and I did spend on some bundles and everything because, well, I had the money, basically the free money that Epic Games got me. But as I'm paying $10 a month for the subscription, and now they increase into 20%, I'm like, I get $2 back each month. I'm like, and I already have some money saved from just, being a subscriber because I got the money. Like, that is insane. Epic Games is just on a different level, right? On a different level. Like, you have a reason now to spend money in the game. Like, it's just insanity.
It's
so
just
imagine
a prime example of listening to your market. That's just all there is. Epic does for what Epic doesn't do sometimes, Epic does do a good job at that. They are very good at just putting their finger right here and going, okay, we kind of, for the most part, get what you're getting at. Let's go. Let's go.
So imagine Battlefield Pro. EA does it like, hey, you can get some money back, and like, whatever. Like, you have more reasons to be, if you're a free-to-play player in Battlefield, playing your battle royales and everything, and you subscribe to Battlefield Pro and you get some money back, I'm like,
like if I knew that every 6 months I was getting a month for free, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a bad deal.
Yeah. So that's why,
that's usually how the time frame works out, is that every 6 months you get the free thing, which, I mean, it's cool. Mobile games do that shit, and I mean, as much shit as I give mobile games, in some aspects, that they have produced some good things into the market in order to kind of help out with AAA gaming. But for the most part, yeah.
But yeah, that's the Battlefield Pro. I just want to mention that because, like, yeah, I think that's a really cool thing.